All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving deep into a super popular little kitchen gadget, the Elite Gourmet Slow Cooker. It's supposed to be this small but mighty cooker. Let's see what that promise is all about. So, what's the big idea behind this thing? Well, it really boils down to two key things. It's easy on the wallet, and it's tiny. This isn't your grandma's giant slow cooker for the Sunday roast. Nope. This one's specifically for singles, couples, or anyone who just wants that slow-cooked goodness without a massive appliance taking over the kitchen. All right, time to check out the official specs, what the box says it can do. And we're going to start with probably the most important number for any slow cooker, its capacity. 2 quarts, that's the magic number here. But what does 2 quarts actually mean when you're standing in your kitchen trying to make dinner? Let's break that down. So 2 quarts is about 1.9 liters. To put that in perspective, we're talking the perfect size for a cozy batch of chili for 2, or maybe a hot spinach dip for game night. A side of mac and cheese. It's designed to be a helpful addition, not the main event that takes over your entire countertop. And if you look at the rest of the specs, you really get a feel for what this cooker is all about. I mean, look at the dimensions. It's basically a 10-inch cube, super compact. It only uses 120 watts, so it's barely sipping electricity. And the materials? Pretty standard, reliable stuff. Stainless steel on the outside, a plastic stoneware pod inside, and a glass lid so you can peek without letting all the heat out. And they kept that simple vibe going with the controls. You're not going to find any confusing digital screens or buttons here. It's just one simple knob. You've got high for when you need things done a bit faster, like with meats or beans. You've got low for that classic all-day super stew. And then there's the super handy keep warm setting, so your food stays perfect until you're actually ready to sit down and eat. But it's not just about the cooking, right? They've added some nice little conveniences. The best part? The pot and lid are dishwasher safe. Hallelujah! No more scrubbing. The handles are cool touch, so no accidental burns. Plus, it's UL listed for safety and comes with a 1-year warranty, which is always good for a little peace of mind. Okay, so that's what the company tells us, the official story. But the real question is, what happens when this thing gets out into the wild? Let's talk about expectation versus reality, based on what real users are saying. One of the first things you'll notice when you read reviews is people talking about the price. For the money, a ton of users say this thing is an absolute steal, a great little appliance that just works. But, and this is a big but, the number one topic of conversation, both good and bad, is its size. This seems to be the make-or-break feature for a lot of people. See, on one side of the fence, you've got people who are thrilled with it. They say the size is perfect. They knew exactly what they were getting. They wanted something small, and this thing delivered. But then you hop over to the other side of the fence, and you hear a different story. It's way too small. This is hands down the biggest complaint. It seems a lot of folks just underestimate how tiny 2 quarts really is. Okay, so we get it. Size is a big deal, but let's put that aside for a second. What about the most important thing? How well does it actually cook? Well, here's the good news. The feedback on its actual cooking ability is overwhelmingly positive. People say it heats up fast and cooks nice and even. I mean, that's pretty much the whole point of a slow cooker, right? There is one little quirk you should know about, though. A decent number of people have mentioned a small gap where the lid meets the pot. It lets some steam escape. Now, for most things, that's probably no big deal, but if you're making something where you need to trap all that moisture, it's something to keep in mind.